Greetings. In this lesson, we'll just create a very basic, what's referred to as a turntable animation, where we just rotate the object, allow the viewer to see all the sides in a very brief animation. We'll export that as a Playblast movie, and you'll upload that to Canvas. Check the instructions there for uploading your Playblast. First, for the first time this semester, we're going to come into animation, and we see up here key and set key. The shortcut is the S, but just to make things very clear here initially, I'll use the key set key, and we'll just rotate this 360 degrees. We'll do that over 200 frames. If you look down here at your time slider, there's only 120. So I'm going to click on that 120 and type in 200. And now I have a total of 200 frames. My time slider is 1 to 200. And in my range slider, I see that it's 1 here to 200. Now, these outer fields indicate that I have a total frames, and we'll come back in upcoming lessons and talk about the relationship between the time slider and the range slider. For now, just make it 1 and 1, 200 and 200, and we're in business. I'm going to come and make my channel box active, grab my rotate, and we can see that this is on the rotate Y. I'm going to hit undo just to start at 0. When we're setting keys, we want to, in the timeline, move in time. We want to manipulate the object, in this case just leaving the rotate Y at 0, and then we want to set the key. So at frame 1, rotate Y 0, set the key. Now, our channel box gives us these little red indications that there's an incoming channel, and red represents keyframe. We'll see lots of different color coding in the channel for inputs. Our first is red. Red indicates a key. And if you look down here in your timeline, you see this red line. If I click off the object, right, I obviously don't see anything in the channel box, but I also don't see the red line in my time slider. When I pick the object, that's what we're seeing represented in the time slider. I'll come all the way to 200, and I'm going to rotate 360 degrees. One complete revolution. I'll hit enter. It doesn't appear as anything happens because it's just perfectly 360 degrees. And I'll come and I'll hit set key, right? Went to frame 200, typed in 360 on the rotate Y, came to key, set key. And now I'll press play. If yours is moving very fast, your preferences have play every frame. So let's tackle that. If we come down to the little running man with the gear, it puts us right into the time slider because we came from the time slider. And the default is play every frame. If we did that, it would be very fast. It's playing as fast as our graphics card can maintain. But we want to have real time, which is 24 frames per second. And we'll press play and we can see that rotate around. Now it's accelerating and decelerating. Another term for that is easing in, ease out. Let's set it so that it doesn't accelerate and decelerate. This will give us an opportunity to talk about a new window Animation Editor's Graph Editor. We will be using the Graph Editor throughout the semester to fine-tune our animation. Even something as simple as setting it from flat tangent to linear tangent requires that we go into the Graph Editor. I'm going to hit the F key, and we can look at our rotate Y. I'm going to click on rotate Y, and let's just talk for a moment about what we're seeing here. You can see I can scrub this way as well, and where we are. This says that at frame 1, rotate Y equals 0. You can see 0 there. We have the values running vertically, and we have the time or the frames running horizontally. So at frame 1, rotate Y equals 0, and we see that keyframe there. This red line here is represented as this little square. If I select this keyframe, right, out here at 200, I'll just move that so we can see that this is selected. It says at frame 200, rotate Y equals 360. So we see this easing in. It hits a uniform rate of speed here and then eases out. So this is the acceleration and the deceleration. I'm going to grab both of those keys and we're going to select the linear preset. So lots of little icons up here, and we'll discuss these throughout the semester. But for now, the only one you need to take a look at here is linear tangents. What we're looking at in the view is flat tangents. These are considered flat tangents. And this icon here is for linear tangents. And when I click on that, it's now straight. So there's no acceleration, deceleration. Flat tangents, linear tangents. And now when we press play, it is just a continual loop of the ship rotating around. And you can get a view that you like, and we're going to create a screen capture movie. This is not a rendered movie, it's just going to be a screen capture. And this is under Window, Playblast. We'll open the dialog box. I'm just going to hit Reset. And it's going to give us a 70 quality. It's going to do it at half the scale, and that's okay. The Playblast is used primarily for evaluating animation, not looking at the rendering, the lights, the textures, any of that. Just the movement of the object. It allows you to evaluate that as a movie. And we'll use Playblast throughout the semester for you to submit animations. And it creates a very, very small file versus if we were to render this out and make an MPEG 4, it would be a very large file. And so we'll hit, one thing you want to do here is hit Save to File, and then hit Browse and save that to your desktop or someplace that you know where to find on your local machine. In the classroom, I just have students export their Playblast to the desktop so that they can easily find it and upload it to Canvas. So you would hit Browse, make sure Save to File is on. You can leave everything else as default. Hit Playblast. You see that it did a screen capture of all that. And our Playblast opens up. And we can press play. And we've got a self-contained movie. And check the instructions for the assignment page because I'm going to have you upload this. And we're going to upload to a bulletin board. So check those instructions. You'll execute this. You'll be uploading a scene file to the assignment page, a .ma ASCII file, and you'll be uploading this Playblast to the bulletin board. All right, questions on the tech discussion forum? Have a good one.